Have you ever felt like someone else is controlling your happiness? Do you ever wonder why the opinions of others affect you so deeply? Have you found yourself giving away your power to people who don't deserve it? Imagine waking up one morning and realizing that no one's opinions, actions, or words can shake your peace. Picture yourself moving through life with confidence, knowing that your inner strength is unshakable. What if you could reclaim your power and live a life of freedom and joy? Let's think about a simple example. Imagine you're holding a glass of water. If someone bumps into you, the water spills. But if you hold the glass firmly, no matter how many people bump into you, the water stays in the glass. The glass represents your inner peace, and the water is your happiness. Don't let others make you spill it. Welcome to the Buddha Mindset, where we explore ways to weave wisdom into our everyday lives. In today's video, we'll dive into the profound concept of not giving power to others, inspired by the timeless teachings of Buddhism. Before we begin, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. Let's aim for 1,000 likes on this video. Together, we can achieve this milestone. Buddhism teaches us that true power comes from within. It's about finding peace and strength in ourselves rather than relying on external validation. When we understand this, we can navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. In today's society, it's easy to let others influence our emotions and decisions. Social media, peer pressure, and even family expectations can make us feel like we're not in control. But Buddhism offers a different perspective. It encourages us to look inward and find our own path to happiness. Buddha once said, "No one saves us but ourselves. No one can, and no one may. We ourselves must walk the path." This quote reminds us that our journey is our own. We have the power to shape our destiny and our state of mind. By embracing mindfulness, we can become more aware of our thoughts and feelings. This awareness helps us to recognize when we're giving our power away. Instead of reacting impulsively, we can choose to respond thoughtfully and maintain our inner peace. Another key aspect is letting go of attachment. Often we give power to others because we're attached to their approval or afraid of their disapproval. By letting go of these attachments, we free ourselves from their control. Practicing compassion towards ourselves and others also plays a crucial role. When we are kind to ourselves, we build inner strength. When we are compassionate towards others, we understand their actions better and are less likely to be hurt by them. Ego and attachment are closely related. Our ego craves validation and control, making us vulnerable to external influences. Buddhism teaches us to transcend our ego, finding true power in humility and self-awareness. It's important to remember that reclaiming our power is a journey, not a destination. Every step we take towards self-awareness and inner peace brings us closer to true empowerment. In the following parts of this video series, we will delve deeper into these concepts, providing practical advice and transformative insights to help you reclaim your power. We'll explore the illusion of control, the importance of inner peace, and how to cultivate resilience. Stay tuned and join us on this enlightening journey. By the end of the series, you'll have the tools and understanding to stop giving power to others and start living a life of true freedom and joy. Thank you for being a part of the Buddha Mindset community. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's reach our goal of 1,000 likes. And remember, your power lies within you. Embrace it, nurture it, and never let it go. Let's embark on this journey together. See you in the next part. Lesson 1. Understanding power in Buddhism. Have you ever wondered what it truly means to have power? In our world, we often think of power as something external, authority, wealth, or influence over others. But what if true power is something entirely different? Buddhism offers a profound perspective on power that might just change the way you see your life. Imagine for a moment that you are like a calm, deep lake. The surface might get disturbed by winds and storms, but the depths remain untouched. This is a beautiful metaphor for inner power in Buddhism. Your true power lies deep within you, unshaken by the external world. Buddhism teaches that real power comes from within, not from controlling others or external circumstances. It's about mastering your own mind and emotions. Think of it as a superpower that helps you stay peaceful and centered no matter what happens around you. One of the key teachings of Buddhism is that clinging to external power is an illusion. When we chase after things outside ourselves to feel powerful, we often end up feeling more insecure and anxious. Have you ever noticed that the more you try to control everything around you, the more stressed you become? Instead, Buddhism encourages us to look inward. By understanding our own minds, we can find a source of strength that is much more reliable. This inner power is unshakable because it doesn't depend on anything outside of us. Now, let's delve a bit deeper. According to Buddhist teachings, our minds are incredibly powerful. They shape our perceptions, our experiences, and our reality. By training our minds, we can transform our lives. This is the essence of Buddhist practice. One simple yet powerful practice is mindfulness. Mindfulness means being fully present in the moment, aware of your thoughts and feelings without judgment. It's like shining a light on your inner world. When you practice mindfulness, you start to see how your thoughts and emotions can either empower or disempower you. Another key aspect of Buddhist teachings is understanding the nature of impermanence. Everything in life is constantly changing, and trying to hold on to things or control them is like trying to hold water in your hands. By accepting this, we can let go of the need to control and find peace within. Buddhism also emphasizes compassion, both for ourselves and others. When we are kind to ourselves, we nurture our inner strength. When we are compassionate towards others, we create a supportive environment that helps everyone feel empowered. Let's consider the concept of non-attachment. Non-attachment doesn't mean you don't care about anything. Instead, it means you don't cling desperately to things or outcomes. You appreciate them, but you also understand that they are not the source of your true power or happiness. A practical way to cultivate inner power is through meditation. Meditation helps calm the mind and allows you to connect with your deeper self. It's like tuning into a peaceful, powerful frequency that is always there, just waiting for you. Think about the times when you felt truly powerful. Was it when you dominated someone else, or was it when you felt calm, confident, and in control of yourself? Buddhism teaches us to find that power within and nurture it. It's important to remember that this journey to inner power is not about perfection. It's about progress and practice. Every step you take towards understanding and mastering your mind is a step towards true power. So how can you start? Begin with small daily practices like mindfulness and meditation. Reflect on your thoughts and emotions and try to understand them without judgment. Be kind to yourself and remember that real power comes from within. In our next part, we'll explore the illusion of control and how letting go can actually give you more power. Stay tuned and keep nurturing your inner strength. Remember, your true power is already within you, just waiting to be discovered. Lesson 2: The illusion of control. In our daily lives, we often feel the need to control everything around us. We want to manage our jobs, relationships, and even the future. This desire for control is natural, but can lead to stress and disappointment. Imagine planning a perfect day only for it to be ruined by unexpected rain. It's frustrating, right? But what if we told you that this frustration comes from a deeper place, a place that Buddhism can help us understand? In Buddhism, there's a concept that much of our suffering comes from trying to control things that are beyond our control. Think about it. How much time do we spend worrying about what might happen tomorrow or what others think of us? This constant need to control can drain our energy and peace of mind. Buddhism teaches that the idea of control is an illusion. We can influence some things, but we can't control everything. For example, you can work hard and do your best in your job, but you can't control the economy or your boss's decisions. Realizing this can be a huge relief and a step towards inner peace. Consider the story of a man who tried to catch the wind with a net. No matter how hard he tried, he couldn't do it. This story reminds us of how futile it is to try and control everything. The wind, like many aspects of life, is beyond our grasp. The more we try to catch it, the more we exhaust ourselves. Instead of trying to control the wind, what if we learn to sail? By adjusting our sails, we work with the wind, not against it. This is a metaphor for life. By accepting what we cannot control and adjusting our attitudes and actions, we can navigate life more smoothly. Imagine you're in a boat on a river. You can row, steer, and choose your path, but you can't control the current or the weather. By accepting this and focusing on your rowing, you can enjoy the journey instead of fighting against the flow. This is the essence of embracing the illusion of control. When we stop trying to control everything, we open ourselves up to new possibilities. We become more flexible, adaptable, and resilient. This doesn't mean giving up or being passive. It means focusing our energy on what we can change and letting go of the rest. In Buddhism, this concept is closely related to the idea of impermanence. Everything is constantly changing. Clinging to the idea of control is like trying to hold on to sand. The tighter we grip, the more it slips through our fingers. Let's take a moment to reflect on how often we get upset about things we can't control: traffic, weather, other people's actions. These are all beyond our control. By accepting this, we can reduce our stress and focus on what truly matters. Think about a time when something didn't go as planned. How did you react? Did you get angry or frustrated? What if instead you accepted it and adapted? This shift in perspective can make a huge difference in our mental and emotional well-being. The illusion of control can also impact our relationships. We often try to change others to fit our expectations, but just like we can't control the weather, we can't control other people. Accepting them as they are can lead to more harmonious relationships. This doesn't mean we shouldn't set goals or have ambitions. It means we should be realistic about what we can control and what we can't. We can set a goal to be healthier, for example, but we can't control every aspect of our health. In Buddhism, letting go of the illusion of control is seen as a path to enlightenment. It's about finding peace within ourselves, regardless of external circumstances. When we stop trying to control everything, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering. Meditation is a powerful tool in this process. By meditating, we learn to observe our thoughts and let go of the need to control them. This practice helps us develop a more peaceful and accepting mindset. Imagine the freedom of living without the constant pressure to control everything. You can focus on what you can change, enjoy the present moment, and let go of the rest. This is the peace that Buddhism offers. As we continue our journey, let's remember that control is an illusion. By letting go of this illusion, we can find true inner peace and strength. This doesn't mean we become passive. It means we become wiser and more focused on what truly matters. In the next part, we'll explore how inner peace and self-empowerment are deeply connected. Stay tuned and remember, you have the power to navigate life with wisdom and serenity. Lesson 3: Inner Peace and Self-Empowerment. Inner peace is the foundation of true self-empowerment. Without it, our lives can feel chaotic and out of control. Buddhism teaches us that the path to inner peace lies within us. When we focus on our own mind and heart, we can unlock a sense of calm and strength that no one can take away from us. Imagine you're in a stormy sea, tossed around by the waves. This is what life feels like when we let external events control our emotions. But what if you could find a way to stay calm, no matter how rough the waters get? This is what inner peace offers us. Inner peace doesn't mean that we avoid challenges or that we never feel upset. Instead, it means that we learn to respond to life's difficulties with a calm mind and a steady heart. We become like a tree with deep roots, unshaken by the winds of change. One way to cultivate inner peace is through meditation. In Buddhism, meditation is a powerful tool for calming the mind and connecting with our inner selves. By sitting quietly and focusing on our breath, we can learn to observe our thoughts without getting caught up in them. Another important aspect of inner peace is self-acceptance. We often give our power away by doubting ourselves or by trying to live up to others' expectations. Buddhism teaches us to embrace who we are, flaws and all. This doesn't mean we stop striving to improve, but rather that we accept ourselves as we are in this moment. Self-empowerment comes from knowing that we are enough, just as we are. When we stop seeking validation from others, we reclaim our power. We no longer need to fit into someone else's mold. We can be true to ourselves. Mindfulness is another key practice in Buddhism that helps us find inner peace. By staying present in each moment, we can reduce anxiety and stress. When we're mindful, we're fully engaged in what we're doing, whether it's eating, walking, or working. This presence of mind brings a sense of peace and satisfaction. Have you ever noticed how children are often so present in the moment? They get completely absorbed in what they're doing, whether it's playing or exploring. This natural mindfulness is something we can learn from and strive to incorporate into our own lives. It's also important to cultivate a compassionate heart. When we treat ourselves and others with kindness and understanding, we create a more peaceful world around us. Compassion connects us to others and reminds us that we're all in this together. Forgiveness is a powerful way to find inner peace. Holding on to grudges and anger only hurts us in the long run. Buddhism teaches us that forgiveness is a gift we give ourselves. It frees us from the past and allows us to move forward with a lighter heart. We must also be mindful of our environment. Surrounding ourselves with positive, supportive people and creating a peaceful living space can greatly enhance our sense of inner peace. Just as a garden needs the right conditions to flourish, so do we. Inner peace and self-empowerment go hand in hand. When we cultivate inner peace, we naturally become more empowered. We start to see that we have the ability to shape our own lives, regardless of external circumstances. It's also helpful to practice gratitude. By focusing on what we're thankful for, we shift our perspective from what's lacking to what's abundant in our lives. Gratitude brings a sense of contentment and peace. Remember, the journey to inner peace is a lifelong practice. It's not about reaching a final destination, but about continually growing and learning. Every step we take towards inner peace is a step towards self-empowerment. In Buddhism, we learn that everything is interconnected. Our thoughts, actions, and feelings all influence each other. By nurturing positive thoughts and actions, we cultivate a more peaceful and empowered state of being. As you continue on this path, be gentle with yourself. There will be times when you feel off balance or overwhelmed. This is natural. The key is to keep returning to your practices and to remember that inner peace is always within your reach. So take a deep breath. Know that you have the power to create your own inner peace. With each mindful breath and compassionate action, you're reclaiming your power and stepping into a more peaceful, empowered version of yourself. Lesson 4. Mindfulness and letting go. Welcome back to the Buddha Mindset, where we delve into life-changing insights to help you reclaim your power and live more fully. Today we're exploring the transformative concepts of mindfulness and letting go, powerful tools inspired by Buddhism that can help us reclaim our personal power and live more fulfilling lives. Imagine waking up each morning with a sense of peace and clarity, feeling in control of your emotions and thoughts. What if you could navigate life's challenges with a calm, steady mind? This is what mindfulness offers. It's a practice that brings us into the present moment, allowing us to experience life fully and let go of what doesn't serve us. Mindfulness is about paying attention, but not just any kind of attention. It's a focused, gentle awareness of the present. When we are mindful, we are not lost in the past or worrying about the future. We are here now, fully engaged with the present moment. This simple yet profound practice can change the way we experience life. Think about how often our minds are scattered. We're driving, but thinking about work. We're at work, but thinking about home. This constant mental juggling drains our energy and gives away our power. Mindfulness helps us reclaim that energy, grounding us in the present and making us more effective in everything we do. One of the core teachings of Buddhism is that attachment leads to suffering. We often cling to thoughts, feelings, and outcomes, hoping to control them. But in reality, this attachment only creates more stress and frustration. By practicing mindfulness, we learn to observe our thoughts and emotions without getting entangled in them. Letting go doesn't mean giving up or being passive. It means releasing our grip on things we cannot control. It's about accepting things as they are and responding wisely rather than reacting impulsively. This shift in perspective can empower us to handle life's ups and downs with grace. Consider the story of a monk who carried a heavy load on his back. When asked why he didn't put it down, he replied, "Because I forgot I was carrying it." Often we carry emotional burdens without realizing it. Mindfulness helps us become aware of these burdens so we can set them down and move forward more freely. To practice mindfulness, start with your breath. Notice the sensation of each inhale and exhale. When your mind wanders, gently bring it back to your breath. This simple exercise trains your mind to stay present. Over time, you'll find it easier to remain calm and centered no matter what's happening around you. Another powerful technique is mindful walking. Pay attention to each step, the feeling of your feet touching the ground, the rhythm of your movement. This practice grounds you in the present and connects you with your body, helping you let go of mental clutter. Mindfulness isn't just for meditation. You can bring this awareness into everyday activities. When eating, savor each bite. When listening, truly hear the other person. These small shifts can have a big impact on your well-being and relationships. Buddhism teaches that our mind shapes our reality. By practicing mindfulness, we can reshape our experience of the world. We become less reactive and more responsive, less stressed and more at peace. This inner calm radiates outward, influencing our interactions and decisions. Letting go is a natural extension of mindfulness. As we become more present, we see things more clearly. We recognize what's within our control and what isn't. This clarity allows us to release our attachment to outcomes and trust the process of life. In this journey of not giving power to others, mindfulness and letting go are essential tools. They help us reclaim our power by grounding us in the present and freeing us from unnecessary burdens. When we are mindful, we are in control of our inner world, regardless of external circumstances. As you integrate mindfulness into your life, you'll notice a shift. Challenges become opportunities for growth. Stressful situations become manageable, and you'll feel more connected to yourself and others, creating a ripple effect of positivity and empowerment. Remember, mindfulness is a practice, not a perfection. Be patient with yourself as you cultivate this new way of being. Each moment of mindfulness brings you closer to reclaiming your power and living a more authentic, joyful life. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of mindfulness and letting go. We hope these insights inspire you to embrace the present moment and release what no longer serves you. Stay tuned for the next part of our series, where we'll continue to uncover the wisdom of Buddhism in reclaiming our personal power.